So Trump has said that our country cannot take care of daycare or healthcare because our country is busy fighting wars. So, I just need to ask, what the fuck is the point of even paying taxes anymore? Because at this point, it just seems like all of it is just going to Israel and funding these wars. Like, every other developed country can afford to fund these things, but our country can't? It's fucking bullshit. And by the way, the French had an entire revolution over much less wealth inequality and oppression in their country. You all need to know that. This entire system has to go. It is unacceptable that this bullshit continues.
So you voted for this, huh? You voted for this man. Yeah, Trump says it's not possible to pay for Medicaid, Medicare, and daycare. Yeah, we're fighting wars. Wars thousands of miles away are much more important than people here at home just trying to have health care, just trying to get through surviving day after day. Yeah, we can't be worried about that. We have to fight wars. You guys voted for this. You voted for this garbage. And we warned you. We told you he was going to be a total disaster. We told you. And you just didn't want to listen. And now look. This is as bad as it gets. This is just a horrible human being. And to say this when so many people here at home are struggling, really, really struggling. It's just disgusting. And you voted for this.
Why Trump said he can't worry about Medicaid or Medicare. That ain't something that he gonna focus on right now, because he focused on the wars. That's what he said. So to all the people, whoever you are, that voted for Trump because you all were willing participants to cause harm on other people, when it's been reversed, that harm you thought was going to be caused on other people, like your Medicaid, it's being affected. Your Medicare affected. Your grandkids' childcare is been affected. Your Section 8 voucher, because you old and you got a voucher, your daughter with all them kids and all them baby daddies, yeah, all of that, the harm you thought was going to be caused on somebody else, is coming right back to you. It's coming right back to you. He don't care about you. He don't care about none of us. But y'all believed that he cared about y'all, because he was gonna harm other people and wasn't gonna be y'all. That was a joke. Now y'all see. But also, he told Erica Kurt to sue Drewski. Yeah, he said sue Drewski. For what?
MAGA voters are feeling betrayed and even frustrated because during Trump's campaign, he promised to lower costs, make childcare affordable, protect Medicare, and even Medicaid. But today, that message sounds totally different. So listen.
If you win in November, can you commit to prioritizing legislation to make childcare affordable? And if so, what specific piece of legislation will you advance?
Well, I would do that. Childcare is childcare. There's something, you have to have it. In this country, you have to have it. We're going to make this into an incredible country that can afford to take care of its people, and then we'll worry about the rest of the world. Let's help other people. But we're going to take care of our country first. This is about America first. We can't take care of daycare. We're a big country. We have 50 states. We have all these other people. We're fighting wars. We can't take care of daycare. You got to let a state take care of daycare, and they should pay for it too. They should pay. They have to raise their taxes, but they should pay for it. And we could lower our taxes a little bit to them to make up for, but it's not possible for us to take care of daycare. Medicaid, Medicare, all these individual things, they can do it on a state basis. You can't do it on a federal. We have to take care of one thing, military protection. We have to guard the country.
The question everybody is asking now, what happened to America First Let's have a look.
So according to President Donald Trump, the United States does not have time to pay for Medicaid, Medicare, or children's daycare. Donald Trump has come out recently and given his fiscal year budget. And in that budget, he desires to raise our defense spending to $1.5 trillion. And he wishes to pay for it by cutting Medicare, cutting Medicaid, and taking away childcare, essentially. I mean, this is the president who has said he did not want endless wars. This was the president who said he wanted to get the United States out of foreign wars. And here we are about to raise our defense spending to $1.5 trillion. This was the America First president who is supposed to focus on the needs of the American people. But instead, he's fighting Israel's war. Today, an F-15 was shot down in Iran. There's still a service member we are looking for in Iran as we speak. And the IRGC, I'm sure, is en route looking for them. Actually put up money for anyone who finds this service member in Iran. Not only that, an A-10 just crashed in the Persian Gulf. I mean, what the hell are we actually doing? When are we going to get back to America first?
And now they're coming for your Medicare. Are you happy with your vote now, boomers? Oh, you thought because every other Republican for the past 50 years said they would not touch Medicare or Social Security, Trump would do the same? Oh, you poor, sweet, innocent old folk. Now you're all going to come for me in the comments, so if you're a boomer who did not vote for him, this does not apply to you, okay? Not everything is about everyone. But yesterday, Trump did say that to fund his wars, because we have to pay for all of these wars, he's going to cut Medicare, Medicaid, and apparently daycare, which they don't pay for anyway. But Medicare and Social Security had always been the red line that any politician of any party, particularly Republicans, never crossed. They always said, oh, we want to reduce the deficit, we want to reduce spending, but don't worry, we won't touch your Medicare or Social Security. Why was that? Because typically, older voters are the more reliable voters and tend to vote more conservative. So if you thought that Trump was going to continue that because he himself was old, you forgot one very important thing. He's an egomaniac psychopath. So, are you happy now?
So Donald Trump has come out and said that the United States can't afford Medicaid, Medicare, and daycare because we're at war. And this is one of the major reasons why you have to get Congress's approval to go to war. It's to make sure you can afford it. And right now, the United States economy was not in the place you would want it to be to go to war. Our economy is just not strong enough right now. And the war efforts are not increasing jobs like you thought it would. It's not ramping up production here. It's not really helping the economy grow, which is why you need Congress's approval to make sure this is something that isn't going to have a negative impact on the nation. The war in Iran, clearly with the oil prices making gas prices skyrocket, which will make everything else more expensive, is having a negative impact on the nation. This is why you confer with Congress and other experts before you go to war. But all of that logic and all of that common sense just eluded our current administration. So now we are outright saying the United States government doesn't have time to take care of its people because it needs to go to war. This is kind of the worst place you want your government to be, because they're admitting that they will not be taking care of you. But they kind of made that clear already, and I'm still not sure why the MAGA supporters are still supporting this, because the president is telling you, we are not here to take care of you or your elders, your grandparents, your aunts, your older aunts, and your children. We don't care about any of them, but we are going to put in a draft for your 18 to 25-year-old boys, especially. So I don't know how much more the U.S. economy can take of this, but I'm hoping, much like with the removal of Pam Bondi and Kristi Noem, that more people are removed. But at this point, the whole administration would have to go to salvage any financial standing of the United States within the country, not like internationally, just within the country, because they're not doing anything to benefit the people, which they're now telling you. Y'all have a good day.
Wait a minute. I thought we already won the war. Isn't that what Trump said a few days ago in his speech? That was something. And Hetzeg, they've all been saying, oh, Iran is destroyed. We won, it's over. Then riddle me this, Batman. We asked Iran for a 48-hour ceasefire, and they said no. They said no today. And they shot down a fighter jet. And from the news reports I'm reading, the White House is panicking. Yeah, listen, I don't think we've really won that war. I think they may have exaggerated that just a little bit. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm no military expert. I don't claim to be. But it seems to me like if the person that you've defeated, you request a ceasefire and they say, nope. It really doesn't sound like we're winning. Am I wrong? Let me know what you think and go love your neighbor.
What you're witnessing now is about expectations versus reality. A lot of people didn't just vote for slogans. They voted based on real life struggles, rising rent, expensive childcare, medical bills, and the fear of getting sick without support. So when they heard America First, it sounded like help was finally coming home. It sounded like families would come before foreign spending, before wars, before everything else. But now hearing leaders say that the country cannot afford childcare or can't sustain programs like Medicare or Medicaid, it hits different because people are asking, if we can't afford to take care of Americans, then what exactly are we prioritizing? And that's where frustration starts turning into anger. For years, many voters were encouraged to believe that the problem was other people. Immigrants, minorities, different groups were blamed for economic struggles, for taking resources, and for making life harder. That narrative made it easier to ignore bigger systemic issues like how money is actually spent, who benefits the most, and what policies truly impact everyday people. But now reality is setting in. Childcare is still expensive. Healthcare is still expensive. Wages haven't magically caught up. And the same people who were told they'll be taken care of are now being told there isn't enough money. That creates a moment of reflection because people are starting to connect the dots. They're realizing that cheering for policies that hurt others doesn't necessarily protect you. It doesn't matter who you voted for. You'll still feel the impact. This shows that racism is expensive. When people are divided, when they are convinced to focus on blaming each other instead of demanding better systems, it becomes easier for leaders to avoid accountability. Division distracts. It keeps people firing horizontally instead of looking upward at policies and decisions that affect everyone. And in the long run, that costs everyone. Because policies don't just affect one group, they ripple outward. So people should start looking beyond slogans and focus on outcomes. Because slogans can be powerful, but reality always catches up. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Have a good one. I'll see you in the next video.